Yeah, I know exactly what the is going on, Riggs, and it's shameful behavior. And you need to keep the Constitution alive, motherfucker. You're a piece of for the little circle jerk to play. You're a piece of for the little circle jerk to play. You come and write my citation yourself tomorrow. I want you to come write my citation tomorrow.
So on June 26, 2025, at the Lawrence Public Library in Kansas, Dr. Justin Spees, the man that runs the YouTube channel, the dreaded Rabble Rouser, and his friend Lawrence Accountability were illegally trespassed from this library for standing quietly and silently, not speaking to anyone, holding a sign that says, "Keep the Constitution alive," and the other one for recording it. Now, I just gotta warn you that this idiotic sergeant is gonna boil your blood. I want to give a huge shout out to both these channels, Lawrence Accountability and the dreaded Rabble Rouser, for standing up against this tyranny and corruption on a daily basis out there in Kansas, which they do a damn good job at it. I'm going to leave both their links in the description. Make sure you show them support, subscribe, and let them know Jay Surreal sent you. Let's get with this video.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah, Riggs. How's it going?
Why was that so difficult? And I'm going to be back in there tomorrow holding the sign.
Okay.
Or maybe just a piece of paper. Who knows what I'll be holding.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be back in there. So, if you guys want to do this,
Thanks for letting me know.
because this is a load, what you guys are doing. This is a load. You believe in this?
Certainly do.
Of course, fucking shit you don't. Of course, fucking shit you don't. Why did your officers just have us fucking trespassing
I need you to help
For
me
that.
understand how
For
you
that,
guys-
Riggs?
It's banned.
No. Hold on, Michael. Let me explain this to this guy here. So the reason what is the reason for the ban, Riggs?
I don't know.
Exactly. And so
There's your problem.
they would say that it's for
You've
disregarding a reasonable directive of the library, but that directive was that I'm not allowed to stand silently in the library.
Yeah.
That's called unconstitutional. They're violating my rights, and by you enforcing that policy, you're enforcing an unconstitutional directive.
Well,
Do you understand that?
This can happen in court, and the judge can make that determination. That's our decision. We
So
know
why
that
do you
were
side
banned
with them?
Because that you were banned. It's
But
been
I
logged,
just
you've been
explained to
warned,
you
not
that the ban
interfere.
does. The ban is
Do you not remember the
null
part
and
of your
void.
oath that talks about defending rights?
I know my oath.
No, you don't.
Did it
You have
not
no
talk
idea.
about defending rights?
I appreciate it.
Did it not
You have no
talk about
idea.
defending rights?
So, I mean, you guys can go to court, and a judge can make a determination as to whether or not your rights were
Well,
violated, or whether or not you
we're
were
not going to
trespassed.
court yet, but we'll see how you guys react to this tomorrow. Whether you're going to come in and use the law, use force to enforce unconstitutional policies. Understand that,
If you
right?
say that you're going to come here and trespass, then we'll come here and deal with your trespass.
No, I haven't been trespassed.
No, we didn't issue a trespassing
No, ma'am,
inside.
I haven't
He
been
did.
trespassed.
So
I
you're-
left
you're-
of my
so
own
it
free
sounds
will.
like you've been
We're also
trespassed.
issued a trespass.
No, I mean, you're banned.
Oh,
You're banned.
a
So
ban.
you're issued a
You're not
ban.
trespassing.
That's
You're
the
not
trespass.
You're
That
banned.
it's the same thing.
And
It's
so
a
if you come
trespass.
back tomorrow, then it'll be trespass, and we'll ask you to leave.
Okay.
If you don't leave, then
So,
it's NTA.
well, I'm back on the property.
We can get you an NTA. I mean, you guys just want to go to court and
I'm back on the property.
Why do we have to go to court over this? You can't look at something that says it's not a reasonable directive to say a citizen can't stand silently in the library. You think that that's okay because the library says that?
The library bans people occasionally when they...
Right, for things that are not constitutionally protected activities. So, for example, if I went into the library and I had a trumpet and I just started running around in there blowing it, and they said leave, and I said, "F you, I'm not leaving," yes. Standing silently? No. What would be the basis for them doing that,
But
Riggs?
standing silently after you've been banned, I don't know why you were banned, and you can
That's
make that
the
argument
issue.
later.
That's,
and
I'm
maybe
telling you what it
prevail.
is. I'm trying to educate you so you don't find yourself in a lawsuit as well.
Well,
Is that the reason the ban is in effect is because of standing silently with messages, which is a violation of my rights. It's a violation of free speech. You certainly would understand that, right?
I understand the premise that you're talking about.
Right.
yes.
So by you
But
enforcing
when
that
we're-
is an unconstitutional ban.
well,
It's
we-
an
we
unconstitutional
don't-
trespass
We
order.
can't go back in history and look at all of that stuff. I don't know why. you
The
were
hell
banned. I
we
know-
can't.
Yeah,
That
just
I've
like the
been
last
trying.
person
I
that got
told
trespassed
Fogarty.
from here. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I told It's important. I told Fogarty. I told all of your minions that came here. I said, Ask the library specifically why I was banned, because that's the key piece of information. And for you guys just to be like, I don't know why you're banned, I'm just going to enforce it.
That'll
just
be
ask
great
them.
for you to present.
Just
to
ask
court
them.
later.
I'm
So,
presenting it to you
I'm not
so
the
that you
judge.
can go in there and well, you certainly are enforcing that as if you are a judge.
Sure, we hand you a piece of paper.
You're
and say,
saying that they're right and I'm wrong. You've made the decision that they're right and I'm wrong.
We're saying
I've explained to you
they're-
what the issue
they're
is. They
saying-
haven't even done that.
They're saying you committed a crime. You're saying you're not.
They're saying I committed a crime. What crime did
hold
they
on,
say I
hold on,
committed?
slow down.
Trespass.
In
So
They're
then
saying
you
I
get
committed a
to-
trespass.
in
So then
order-
you get a right to a trial.
Listen,
and,
but the
judge will
reason
determine
why-
In order to have a criminal trespass off public property, you have to have an underlying element.
Now, this moron cop just doesn't care. He's one of those spitting on the Constitution and wiping his ass with it. Not doing his job and not doing any type of investigation. Not even knowing and asking the library why they're getting trespassed and banned. He's just going to go ahead and enforce it and just let the judge decide when you go to court. It's absolutely sickening, ladies and gentlemen.
That underlying element is the underlying crime that you need to articulate reasonable suspicion for. In this case, you
They don't
have
have
an
it.
unconstitutional
They don't have it.
policy, not RAS.
They don't
for-
have.
for a violation.
There's no
about a
reason for them to-
trespass order, because in order again to trespass from publicly owned property, you have to have an underlying crime. This idea that you've got in Bishop's Head that trespassing from the library, City Hall, Douglas County is just like Target and Walmart is dead wrong, and you guys should know this.
No, I get that there are different. There's
So you're
different
going to need an
elements.
underlying crime, not just a policy,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's our problem tomorrow when I'm standing there with this. There is no crime to this.
If they've banned you,
They
and if you
can't
come there,
ban me
they
for
can-
They
constitutionally
banned him for
protected
standing with
activity.
this. They banned him
They
for standing with
cannot
this, Rich.
ban
They didn't
me
ban him for yelling or
constitutionally
doing it,
protected activity.
standing there.
You're oblivious to that, man, really?
Well, I just got it.
They can, no,
We're-
I mean,
oh
I'm
my-
talking about
in
the fact
general.
that they cannot ban me for It's not like I held a sign that said, all the sluts.
But
I
even
held a
still, you
sign
could do
said,
that.
keep the Constitution
You could still do
alive.
that if you wanted to.
And they are going to ban me, and you're saying that that is not protected speech.
I'm not the one that's going to make that determination.
You are. You're saying we can't go in
You're
there.
handed a piece of paper and be told to go to court.
But
You might prevail.
your piece of paper comes with you saying that you have reasonable suspicion that the crime is
Probable
valid,
cause.
that the crime that you're charged is valid.
So
Reasonable suspicion is even
We
before
look to see
probable
where
cause,
were you
right?
banned by the
Reasonable
person over?
suspicion is even before
If
probable
you're gonna-
cause,
if you're gonna
right?
Just talk over them. I'm happy to have a discussion.
But you've got to have those.
Then let him talk.
If it has been documented that the person in charge of this property says that you're not allowed to be here, and we've documented that on their
For any
behalf,
reason?
For any reason.
No,
For any- not on
so,
public property,
So no
sir.
blacks?
No.
No blacks?
So no blacks, right?
We don't have any prevailing
Answer that one,
issues
Riggs.
that tells us that it's not lawful for them to ban you from the property.
The
So
First Amendment.
No gays?
you can go have that.
Can they ban gays?
You might prevail, but that's for a
Riggs,
judge to determine.
Riggs, hold on a sec. Riggs, if they said no gays, you'd enforce that?
No,
You just said they can ban you for any reason.
no. I'm saying that it's not up to us on what their reasonings are. If they have
Right.
rules that they have, that they
And they say no gays.
So if
they say no gays.
and they want you to trespass a gay guy just
You do
because
it.
he's gay,
If-
are you going to issue him the trespass?
If they would have said, "We want you to trespass this guy because he's exercising his First Amendment speech," we wouldn't ban you for that. But,
Oh, okay.
they said, "We want that person banned." I don't know why they don't want you here. You guys can go to court. And
What
the
are you
judge
talking
might-
about?
Even if they're gay or black or whatever, huh? They can just go to court.
I told you, if they said we want them banned because they're gay, we would say no. Or they
But if
say
they-
we want them banned because they're exercising their
But,
constitutional rights.
but if
I
they
would say
just
no.
say to
Really?
you,
Well,
if they-
that's what.
Hold
That,
on.
have you asked them what we're banned for then, Riggs?
I haven't.
That's part of the investigation to find out if it's even a legitimate ban in the first place.
For
Because
you, the
because
investigation is you're logged as being trespassed since March 31st.
for
up
what
to a certain
reason?
That's the thing.
Hold on a second.
We don't
It's the
record
same
anything.
thing if the reason would have been that I'm black. That's an important reason that you could look at and say, "Hold on, library." Yeah, and so that's what it is.
No, that's not right.
The First Amendment is why I'm banned from here. Have they told you the reason why?
The way
The reason
you-
why they're
the
not
way
telling
you-
you is because that's the reason. Why aren't you asking them?
You're telling me that.
Why aren't you asking them what the reason
hold on.
is? Why didn't you
There's-
ask them?
There's something the way you would
What?
the way you would
Don't
determine-
bail him out.
I'm not
What?
trying to bail him out. I'm trying to.
Well, he doesn't have to answer my
I'm trying to
question now.
Get, if the library staff decided amongst themselves that we want this person banned because they're black, they don't have to tell you that. They're going to say, they're going to decide amongst themselves, we want this person banned because they're black. They've decided that. They don't tell you that. They just call you up and they say, I need this person to leave. And they don't give you any reason. Nothing.
Yeah.
And he's telling you it's because I'm black. They're saying that.
And the guy's saying it's because, and maybe he's saying it's because I'm black, but they're not going to tell you that. But how are you going to react to that? Are you going to issue that guy the trespass?
Of course he's going to issue the trespass. This is exactly the same scenario. This female cop is another one that looks just as bad as he does. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss the best part of this video now in a couple of minutes, once Lawrence Accountability gives them a piece of his mind.
If he's been banned, if I don't know the reasons,
even if their reasoning is because he's black, he's not.
I'm
done
telling
anything
you.
else.
And then you
This is
ask
why
them,
you have
and then
to
you
have the
and then you
underlying
do an
criminal
investigation.
We'll write in our report that you said it's because you're exercising your First Amendment
Riggs,
rights.
isn't this why you have to have the underlying criminal element? What we're beating around the bush here? Do you not see with public property?
You guys can go
have to have an
present your
underlying.
evidence, and a judge will make a determination as to whether or not this was.
This is
righteous.
how you retain your qualified immunity, by acting this ignorant, man.
It's not about acting ignorant. It's just about
You can't understand these
They
things.
say you committed a crime. You say you didn't commit a crime. We write a report.
And
Then
what?
write a report. Don't
and-
issue a summons
Yeah,
and a
really.
citation. Write a report.
No, you can. Did you receive a citation?
And what?
You're threatening one, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Tomorrow,
She
let's
threatened
come
one.
back.
That's a
So
way to-
tomorrow when I come back, I'm
Threat-
going to get a citation.
threaten
So
me with
tomorrow
one.
when I come back, why wouldn't you just write a report? Because
It
they're
wasn't a
alleging a
threat. I
crime.
was advising you what would happen.
But
So don't-
but
That's
don't
a
words
threat.
about it.
That's a
alleging
total
I'm
threat.
advising
You don't have a
what will
crime.
happen.
You're exercising the
There's no
law
crime.
against us. That's a
Follow me?
total threat.
They're alleging.
There's no crime.
How is that
There's
not
no
a
crime
threat?
here. Me standing here inside the library. There's no
What do
crime.
you call it?
Not unless you've been banned.
No. See what he's doing? He's
doing the library
back to
logic.
ban. You're doing
You're
this
skipping
little
the first
circle
step.
jerk
You're
with
skipping the
library
first step.
ban. You're skipping the fact that
The-
the ban is based on the protected activity that you can't.
It's
do
not
anything
for
about.
yelling in there. It's not for blowing a horn and
If
beating a
judge
drum.
determines that ban was not lawful.
God,
then
man,
there you go.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not a lawyer.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a
That's
lawyer.
the out that you guys use? You're not a lawyer, so you can't understand that their ban is based on something unconstitutional. So you're just going to go ahead and issue a citation and send somebody for the ride, right?
Well, not send them for a ride. You can go to court.
Do you not?
That's sending
do you
for a
not
ride,
know
brother.
what the ride
That's
is?
sending for a ride, man.
Somebody goes to court pro se. What happens? They get convicted.
The
How
fact-
do they
the fact
avoid
you-
getting convicted? They pay for a lawyer. Do you know how much fucking money I'm out lawyers because you guys decided to send somebody for a ride when it was just somebody saying something and there was no crime? Do you know how bad that is for the community? Both of you. I'm getting upset with it now because you guys are
You're
acting.
saying you want to show up tomorrow and take the ride, as you call it, because you want to be out more.
Because I'm wanting to stop you
Just-
guys from doing this to others.
Well,
And
all
if
right.
it takes me taking the ride to stop it, then that's what I'm willing to do. But you guys need to understand you can't just throw people off of public property for constitutionally protected activity.
All right, we didn't.
Horse you did.
Yeah, you are.
Horse
You are.
did. That's
Just
throwing
trespass
somebody off.
for constitutionally
Michael.
protected activity. Do you not understand that? You're a moron, Riggs. You've talked a circle jerk with me for 20 minutes, and you can't understand that I allowed you to talk enough to know that you understand this, and you're talking a circle jerk to maintain qualified immunity, and you're protecting her because now you're lieutenant's bars. If you give her an order, she's off the hook. Yeah, I know exactly what the is going on, Riggs, and it's shameful behavior, and you need to keep the Constitution alive, mother. You're a piece of shit for the little circle jerk to play. You're a piece of shit for the little circle jerk to play. You come and write my citation yourself tomorrow. I want you to come write my citation tomorrow. Come write my citation tomorrow, Riggs, yourself.
All right, Michael.
You piece.
It's sickening, people that just don't care. It's called qualified immunity, of course. I will leave the full video links to this story down in the description. I highly recommend and suggest you check it out. And don't forget to subscribe to these two channels. They do great work. And let them know Jay Surreal sent you. And if you're new to my channel as well, subscribe, hit the bell, and everybody, smash the like. We'll see you in the comments for your thoughts and in the next video soon. Peace.